everyone. In this video I'm going to teach you about the suppressions, and firstly, what are the suppressions and why do we need them for. And firstly, to begin, let's say I'm working on this example to the Java file. I have pretty much everything great here, except I have the really long line here in config, and because of this long line, after running the mvn clean verify, it gives me this error that says that the line is longer than 85 characters. And if it wasn't in a config, for example, we could deal with it pretty easily by either trying to shorten the line or just move the portion of it on the next line. But in config, it's a little bit harder because yes, we could change the indent or somehow manage to move it on the next line, but it would look really ugly in case because it's the config. And one of the options you can deal with this is just to make the checkstyle ignore this error, if you call it like this. And the suppressions are just created for this, so we can suppress the checkstyle from giving the error for this error for any other similar errors that you want to ignore. Okay, so how do you add the suppression? So in the Checkstyle directory, you can see the folder here, config. If you open it, you can see lots of files here, including the suppressions, so different types of suppressions. There are different categories for suppression. So there's suppression for the resources, for examples, and so on, and for input even. But let's say for my case, I'm working on the example file, so I need a suppression for examples particularly. So I just get this category and open it. And after I open it, I can see that others already added lots of suppressions before me, and we can just look at it and how it works. So my suggestion is when you are adding the suppression, you want to add it basically in the same batch for the same checks that you want to ignore. So for my case, you can see that I have the line length check particularly that I want to ignore. So I'm kind of like looking for the tag or for the checks ID here. And I see it's like on the end of the file basically. So you can see line length here, just a bunch of them. So I kind of wanted to add just underneath this particularly just for the sake of organizing. Okay, let's say I want to add it. So we begin here by just like declaring the HTML or XML tag type. So we declare suppress. The first thing is checks, or basically the check that we want to ignore. One of the ways you can look at it is by looking at the error message. Usually it types it in the brackets. So we just type the name of the check exactly. So it's line, well, the name that says here. Okay, line length, and the next thing is the file. So we need to specify the directory, kind of show the path where we want it to ignore, but it's not like really specific path. It just starts from the name of the check, basically, where your example is placed. And in my case, it's right here. So it's in the illegal identifier name folder, and I wanted to use for the example too. So let's do this. We can see that I can just, yeah, you can just like copy the name here. So illegal identifier name. And for the suppressions particularly, you have to type this to kind of indicate the slash. So we type this, and then we just type the name of the example. So example, and before I proceed, you can see that some people just type the straight exact name as they see in their files, or some kind of like play with the regex or the similar pattern things. You can see some people did like /d plus dot the star. Some people specify the range. And yeah, this is basically useful when you want to specify which type of files exactly you wanted to ignore this check when you have more than one. So you can play with it if you want, but for my case, I only wanted to remove it for example to the Java, because I only have it for this file. So I just specify example to the Java. I just write the exact name like this, and I just close this. So I just close the tag. Yeah, I just forgot to add p here. Okay. And that's not enough, because after we add the suppression, we need to kind of add the comment to justify why exactly we need a suppression. So we kind of let your mentors or let other people who wants to see why you have used suppression for this file, so they can just like go here and check. So for my case, let's just write that the regex value is too long in config. Okay. Um, it might be not valid, but just for the sake of video, I can just show you this for the example that you need to like justification for each suppression. Okay. So after we add everything that we think we need, we can just run the mvn clarify again and just see if it will work out. So mvn clean verify, and I will be back with you shortly. Okay, after mvn clean verify, we can finally see that the build success, which means that there are no more errors and that the suppression was successfully implemented. And that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you for watching.